Okay, hello everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's your favorite voice from the shadows again. So, today's topic is people with disabilities. Should they be accountable for their actions and behaviors, or should they get a pass? Now, this is a touchy subject, so if you don't want to watch, that's okay. Like I said, these are just my opinions, and it doesn't. I can understand if you can't watch. But I've been watching a lot of creators lately, and some creators say one thing, and some creators say another thing. Now, I'm going to voice my opinion. I don't think that people with disabilities should be left off the hook or should be, um, you know, should get a pass. No, their behaviors are their behaviors. Yes, I can understand that some people have some disabilities that make it harder for them to understand and comprehend. But once again, they usually do know right from wrong. You can't come and say, "Oh, well, everybody is the same," or everybody should get a pass, or he just didn't understand it. And that is not true. People with disabilities are very intelligent. There have been studies. Just because somebody has, let's say, for example, just because some people have autism or ADHD or a form of a learning disability, they are actually very intelligent. It all depends on what they focus on. And usually, people with autism or ADHD tend to excel in one area versus another. Now, as a person with a disability, I'm not going to tell you what that disability is because, quite frankly, it's none of your business. I like being held accountable for my actions. I take responsibility for my actions. Yes, I understand that at times I say stuff I shouldn't say. I literally have no filter. Fine by me. I don't need a filter. But giving somebody a pass just because of their disability does not help them. It doesn't make them grow. It doesn't make them understand what they did or said. You need to take the time to explain why a certain action or a certain behavior is wrong. Sweeping it under the rug or acting like there's no problem or acting like a problem doesn't exist is not beneficial. It's not beneficial to you and it's not beneficial to the other person. It's not. You are accepting that behavior. Even behaviorists out there will tell you this is not how you should go about it. This is not what you do. You need to explain why that behavior is wrong. You need to make them take accountability for their behavior or their actions. I'm not going to sit here and go, well, he has a disability. No, it don't work that way. It does not work that way. People with disabilities want to be treated just like other people. I'm one of those. I don't want people to go after my disability and say, oh, well, we can forgive him because of this. I don't want to be defined by my disability. I want to be defined by who I am as a human. When you throw that word around like, oh, it's because of his disability or their disability, sorry, or it's because of this and that, you're dehumanizing them. You dehumanize that person because you are actually defining that person by their disability. And that's more offensive than going after the behavior because you don't want to deal with either of it. And not dealing with anything is not going to do anything at all except make that behavior acceptable. And you can't do that. That's like that's like you being a father and scolding your nephew or your niece or your own children, and then the mother comes along or their father comes along or even their own mother comes along and goes, oh, he's an angel, he's only 4 or 5, he doesn't understand or she doesn't understand. That you wouldn't do that. You would explain to your own child why that behavior was wrong. You would punish them for that behavior. If you can't do that with somebody who, and I will point this out, is very much capable of understanding, and who is capable of sorry, I lost my train of thought here. Who is capable of understanding, then you wouldn't do that to your own child. You wouldn't. No behavior is acceptable. If that behavior is bad, you have to go after that behavior. And like I said, going, oh, well, they have a disability. Oh, they don't understand. That's not helpful. It's not. That's literally insulting because you're saying or implying that if I do something wrong, I won't understand why it was wrong. You need to treat everybody as a human. And if you don't do that, there are no words. Okay, there are no words. You cannot define a person by their disability. You can define a person by their personality, their actions, and their words. That's how you define somebody, not because of their disability. So I'm going to leave you with this little tidbit. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you when I get riled up again.